Hello everyone, and welcome back to my blog. Today, we are talking about a country that is on everyone's bucket list, France. From the romantic streets of Paris to the sunny beaches of Nice, France is a place of dreams. Many of you have asked me about it, so I thought, let's make a complete guide. Whether you want to see the Mona Lisa with your own eyes, get a world-class degree from a top university, or build a fantastic career, France has something for every Indian. It's not just about the glamour. It's a country rich in history, culture, and opportunities. This guide is for all you dreamers out there, thinking about making that big move. Why France, you ask? Well, for starters, the quality of life is simply amazing. Imagine sipping coffee at a roadside cafe, eating a freshly baked croissant, and just watching the world go by. For tourists, it's a paradise with countless monuments, museums, and beautiful landscapes. For students, France offers excellent education at very affordable prices compared to other Western countries. And for professionals, it is a global economic powerhouse with a growing demand for skilled workers in many sectors. The French government is also very welcoming to international talent, making the process smoother than you might think. So, let's dive deep into how you can make your French dream a reality. In this ultimate guide, I will break down everything you need to know, step by step. We will cover the visa processes for tourists, students, and professionals. I will share a list of must-visit places that you absolutely cannot miss. We will also talk about the costs involved, from university fees to your monthly grocery bills. And for those looking to work, we will explore the job market, and I'll give you some solid tips on how to land a job. My goal is to make this journey less scary and more exciting for you. I want you to feel prepared and confident as you plan your trip. So grab your cup of chai, get comfortable, and let's get started on planning your amazing French adventure. Remember, every big journey begins with a single step, and reading this guide is your first one. I will try to keep it simple, just like we are having a chat. I have done all the research, so that you don't have to run around looking for information from different sources. We will go through each topic one by one, making sure you have all your questions answered. Let's begin this exciting journey together, shall we? France is waiting for you. First things first, if you are planning a holiday in France, you will need a Schengen visa. This is a short-stay visa that allows you to travel not just to France, but to any of the 29 countries in the Schengen area. How cool is that? You can plan a whole Euro trip with just one visa. The process might seem a little complicated, but trust me, if you follow the steps correctly, it's quite straightforward. The key is to be organized and have all your documents in order. The most common mistake people make is waiting until the last minute. Don't be that person. Start your application process well in advance to avoid any stress. So, what do you need to do? The first step is to fill out the visa application form, which you can find online. Make sure you fill it out carefully and honestly. You will also need 2 recent passport-sized photographs with a white background. Your passport is, of course, the most important document. It should be valid for at least 3 months after your planned departure from the Schengen area and must have at least 2 blank pages. You will also need to provide photocopies of your passport's first and last pages. It's always a good idea to have extra copies of everything, just in case. Next up is the documentation part, which is super important. You need to show proof that you can afford your trip. This includes your bank statements for the last 3 to 6 months. You also need to provide a detailed day-by-day itinerary of your travel plans. Where will you stay? What will you see? Book your flight tickets and hotel accommodations in advance, as you'll need to submit these bookings with your application. Don't worry, you can get refundable tickets. You'll also need travel insurance that covers medical emergencies up to at least 30,000 euros. This is mandatory, so don't skip it. A cover letter explaining the purpose of your visit is also a great addition. Once you have all your documents ready, you need to book an appointment at the VFS Global Center in your city. VFS Global is the official partner of the French Embassy in India for handling visa applications. At the appointment, they will collect your documents and your biometrics, which means your fingerprints and a digital photograph. You will also pay the visa fee at this time. It's best to apply at least 3 to 4 weeks before your planned travel date, but not more than 6 months in advance. After you submit your application, all you have to do is wait for the embassy's decision. You can track your application status online on the VFS website. When people think of France, the first thing that comes to mind is Paris and the iconic Eiffel Tower. And yes, you must absolutely see it. But France is so much more than just its capital city. It is a country with diverse landscapes, from rolling vineyards to snow-capped mountains and sparkling coastlines. Let's start with Paris, of course. Besides the Eiffel Tower, you must visit the Louvre Museum to see the famous Mona Lisa. Take a walk along the Seine River, explore the charming streets of Montmartre, and visit the magnificent Notre Dame Cathedral. Every corner of Paris is like a picture from a storybook. Now, let's head south to the French Riviera, or Côte d'Azur. This is where you will find glamorous cities like Nice, Cannes, and Saint-Tropez. Nice is famous for its beautiful pebble beaches and the Promenade des Anglais, a stunning walkway along the sea. You can explore the colorful old town, known as Vieux Nice, and enjoy some delicious local food. If you are a movie buff, you might want to visit Cannes, which hosts the world-famous film festival every year. The French Riviera is all about sunshine, luxury, and breathtaking sea views. It's the perfect place to relax and soak up the Mediterranean vibe. If you are a history lover and a fan of fairy tales, you must visit the Loire Valley. This region is famous for its magnificent castles or chateaux. It feels like you have stepped right into a Disney movie. Some of the most famous castles are Château de Chambord, Château de Villandry with its stunning gardens, and Château de Chenonceau, which is built over a river. You can rent a car or take a guided tour to explore these architectural marvels. The Loire Valley is also a renowned wine region, so don't forget to try some of the local wines while you are there. It's a truly magical experience. For those who love adventure and the great outdoors, the French Alps are calling. In winter, it's a paradise for skiing and snowboarding, with world-class resorts like Chamonix and Courchevel. In summer, the mountains transform into a beautiful landscape for hiking, mountain biking, and paragliding. The views of Mont Blanc, the highest peak in Western Europe, are simply spectacular. And let's not forget about Provence, with its beautiful lavender fields, charming villages, and delicious cuisine. Or Normandy, with its dramatic cliffs and historical D-Day landing beaches. France has a little something for every kind of traveler. For all you brilliant students dreaming of studying abroad, France is a fantastic choice. French universities are known for their academic excellence, and the best part is that the tuition fees are much lower compared to countries like the USA or the UK, especially in public universities. The first step in your journey is to get an acceptance letter from a French educational institution. Once you have that precious letter, your visa process begins. The main body you will interact with is Campus France, the official agency of the French government for promoting higher education. You cannot apply for a student visa without their approval. Your journey starts on the Campus France website. You need to create an account and fill out their online application form. This is where you will upload all your academic documents, your acceptance letter, and write about your study project and motivations. It's like your academic resume. Once you complete this, you will have to pay the Campus France fee and schedule an academic interview. The interview is a crucial step. They want to understand why you chose France, why you selected that particular course and university, and how you plan to fund your education. It's a friendly chat, so just be confident and clear about your goals. After your interview, Campus France will give you a no objection certificate. This certificate is your green signal to proceed with the visa application. Now, you need to book an appointment with VFS Global, just like you would for a tourist visa. You will need to submit the student visa application form, your passport, photographs, the acceptance letter from your university, and the NOC from Campus France. You also need to show proof of funds. You must prove that you have enough money to cover your tuition fees and living expenses for at least 1 year. The current requirement is around €615 per month for living expenses. The list of required documents also includes your academic transcripts from school and college, your proof of accommodation in France for at least the first 3 months, and your flight ticket reservation. Once you submit all these documents and your biometrics at the VFS Center, your application is sent to the French consulate. The processing time can take a few weeks, so it is very important to start this process as soon as you get your acceptance letter. Don't leave it for the last minute. Once your visa is approved, you are all set to fly to France and begin your exciting new chapter as a student. One of the biggest worries for any student moving abroad is, well, managing money. The good news is that living in France as a student can actually be quite affordable, especially if you plan your budget well. Your major expenses will be accommodation, food, transport, and other personal expenses. Let's break it down. Public university tuition fees are a big advantage. For bachelor's degrees, it's around €2,770 per year. And for master's, it's about €3,770 per year for international students. This is much cheaper than many other popular study destinations. Private universities can be more expensive, So do your research based on your budget. Accommodation will likely be your biggest monthly expense. Living in a big city like Paris will be more expensive than in smaller towns. University dormitories managed by Kraus are the most affordable option, with rents ranging from 200 to 400 euros per month. However, getting a spot can be competitive, so you must apply early. Another option is a private student residence, which might cost a bit more, around 400 to 700 euros. Renting a private apartment is the most expensive option, but you can share it with other students to cut costs. In Paris, a small studio can cost over 800 euros, while in cities like Lyon or Toulouse, it might be around 500 to 600 euros. Now let's talk about food. If you cook your own meals, you can manage your food expenses quite well. Groceries for one person can cost around 200 to 250 euros per month. Supermarkets like Lidl and Aldi are known for being budget-friendly. University restaurants, known as Restos U, are a lifesaver for students. They offer a full 3-course meal for just over 3 euros. This is a fantastic way to eat well without spending too much. Eating out at regular restaurants can be expensive, so save that for special occasions. Learning a few simple recipes before you go can really help you save money. Other expenses include transportation, health insurance, and personal spending. Most cities have excellent public transport systems with special student discounts. A monthly pass for the bus or metro can cost between 30 to 75 euros, depending on the city. Health insurance is mandatory, and you will be covered by the French social security system, which is excellent. You might need to pay for a top-up health insurance, called Mutuelle, for better coverage, which costs around 20 to 30 euros per month. Keep some money aside for books, stationery, phone bills, and of course for having some fun and exploring France. A monthly budget of 800 to 1200 euros should be comfortable for a student, depending on the city and your lifestyle. If you are a professional looking for career opportunities in Europe, France is a great place to consider. The country has a strong economy, and there is a demand for skilled professionals, especially in certain fields. To work in France, you will need a work visa, and the process is a bit different from getting a tourist or student visa. The most important thing you need before you can even apply for a work visa is a job offer from a French employer. Your employer plays a very important role in this process, as they have to initiate it from their end in France. There are several types of work visas, but the most common one for skilled professionals is the Passeport Talent, or Talent Passport. This is a multi-year residence permit for highly skilled workers, researchers, artists, and investors. It makes the process much smoother and offers several benefits. To qualify for the Talent Passport as a salaried employee, you generally need to have a master's degree or higher and a job offer with a gross annual salary of at least 1.5 times the French minimum wage. Your employer has to get the work contract approved by the French authorities, known as directive. This is the first and most critical step. Once your employer gets the necessary authorization, they will send you the approved work contract. With this document, you can then start your visa application process in India. You will need to apply for a long-stay visa equivalent to a residence permit, called VLSTS, with the mention Passeport Talent. You will need to fill out the long-stay visa application form and gather all the required documents. This includes your passport, photographs, the approved work contract, your educational qualifications, and your CV. You will submit your application through the VFS Global Center in your city, just like the other visa types. After you arrive in France with your long-stay visa, you have to validate it online within the first 3 months. This validation acts as your residence permit for the first year. The Talent Passport is usually valid for up to 4 years and is renewable. It also allows your spouse and dependent children to get a residence permit that lets them live and work in France, which is a huge advantage for families. The key takeaway here is that you must secure a job offer first. The company that hires you will guide you through their part of the process, which involves proving that they couldn't find a suitable candidate within the EU for the job. Finding a job in a new country can be challenging, but with the right strategy, it is definitely achievable. The French job market has several sectors that are actively looking for skilled professionals from abroad. The IT and tech industry is booming in France. There is a huge demand for software developers, data scientists, cybersecurity experts, and AI specialists. Big tech companies and innovative startups, especially in Paris, which is often called Station F, the world's largest startup campus, are always on the lookout for talent. If you have skills in these areas, you have a very good chance of finding a great job. Other sectors with high demand include engineering, especially in the aeronautics, automotive, and energy industries. France is home to global giants like Airbus, Renault, and Total. They require mechanical, electrical, and aerospace engineers. The healthcare and pharmaceutical sectors are also major employers. There are opportunities for doctors, researchers, and professionals in biotechnology. The luxury goods and tourism industries, while competitive, also offer many jobs, especially if you have experience in marketing, sales, or hospitality management. Do your research on the top companies in your field and see what kind of roles they are hiring for. So how do you find these jobs? The first place to start is online job portals. Websites like APEC for managers and executives, Pôle Emploi, which is the national employment agency, LinkedIn, and Indeed.fr are very popular in France. Make sure your CV and LinkedIn profile are up to date and tailored to the French market. In France, a CV is usually 1 or 2 pages long and should include a professional photograph. Write a compelling cover letter or lettre de motivation for each application, explaining why you are the right fit for the role and the company. Networking is also very important, so try to connect with people in your industry on LinkedIn. Another great tip is to use recruitment agencies. There are many agencies that specialize in placing international candidates in French companies. They can help you with your CV, prepare you for interviews, and connect you with potential employers. If you are a recent graduate from a French university, you have a big advantage. You can apply for a special 1-year visa called the Autorisation Provisoire de Séjour, or APS, which allows you to stay in France and search for a job after your studies. This gives you enough time to find a role that matches your qualifications. Now let's talk about something that can truly transform your experience in France: learning the French language. While you might be able to get by with English in tourist areas of Paris or in some international companies, speaking French will open up a whole new world for you. It's not just about being able to order a coffee or ask for directions. It's about connecting with people, understanding the culture on a deeper level, and truly feeling at home. The French are very proud of their language, and they really appreciate it when foreigners make an effort to speak it. From a professional point of view, speaking French is a massive advantage. While many multinational companies in France use English as their working language, a large number of local companies operate primarily in French. Knowing the language will significantly increase your job opportunities. You won't be limited to just the international companies. It will allow you to network more effectively, understand the workplace culture better, and build stronger relationships with your colleagues. For many roles, especially those that involve interacting with clients or managing teams, fluency in French is often a requirement. So if you are serious about building a career in France, you should be serious about learning French. For students, learning French is equally important. Even if your course is taught in English, your daily life outside the university will be in French. From grocery shopping to dealing with administrative paperwork or making local friends, knowing the language will make your life so much easier and more enjoyable. It will help you integrate into the student community and participate more fully in campus life. Many universities offer French language courses for international students, so make sure you take advantage of them. You can also join language exchange programs, where you can practice French with native speakers. You don't have to be perfectly fluent before you go, but starting to learn the basics in India is a great idea. There are many resources available, from language apps like Duolingo and Babbel, to online courses and local classes at an Alliance Française center. Even learning simple greetings like bonjour, which means hello, merci for thank you, and au revoir for goodbye can make a big difference. Once you are in France, immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. Watch French movies, listen to French music, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. People will appreciate your effort, and your confidence will grow with practice. Learning French is your superpower in France. So, there you have it, your complete guide to making your way to France from India. We have covered everything from getting your visa for travel, study, or work, to finding the best places to see, managing your finances, and landing a job. I know it might seem like a lot of information and a long process, but don't let it overwhelm you. Every year, thousands of Indians successfully move to France and have the time of their lives. If they can do it, so can you. The key is to be prepared, organized, and patient. Take it one step at a time and you will get there. Remember that visa rules, application procedures, and financial requirements can change. So, it is extremely important to always check the official websites for the most up-to-date information. The websites of the French Embassy in India, VFS Global, and Campus France are your most reliable sources. Don't rely on unofficial agents or outdated information. Always double-check everything before you submit any application. This will save you from a lot of potential trouble and delays. Being thorough is your best friend in this process. France is an incredible country with so much to offer. It's a place where you can get a top-notch education, build a successful career, and create memories that will last a lifetime. The experience of living in a different culture will change you in ways you can't even imagine. It will make you more independent, open-minded, and resilient. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey of growth and discovery that you will embark on. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the small victories, and enjoy every moment of this exciting adventure. I hope this guide has been helpful and has inspired you to take the next step towards your French dream. Whether you are packing your bags for a 2-week holiday or a 2-year master's degree, I wish you all the very best. Bonne chance and bon voyage. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. Don't forget to follow my vlogs for more travel and lifestyle tips. Until next time, keep dreaming and keep exploring.